Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day this is for you. Morning for me. Tuesday, tell it Tuesday, try it Tuesday. Horrible Tuesdays. I don't know what's it for you. Right? Bad hair day Tuesdays, terrible hair. Right? Right? Woohoo. Yeah, there we go. Teasing the hair. Oh, goodness me. Tired Tuesday. I had my second chiropractic adjustment yesterday. Not the second ever, but for in this series. He said 12. I'm going to start with. And we talked about the curves. You're supposed to have 3 natural curves in your back, right? Slight curve in your neck. And all my curves are starting to go the other way. That's a lot of keeping myself in. Like this, I know. I get this rounded shoulders because I'm trying to hide my development as I grew. You know, trying to walk in posture, right? You get teased. Oh, you're just trying to stake your chest out, right? Getting the tension. Those kinds of things. From the girls kind of things, or the guys. They do try and reach out and grab those. Actually, they were grabbed more than me. Not by guys, but pinched by a woman more than anybody. You know, but yeah, but yeah, anyways, tell it, try it Tuesdays. What we gonna do today? I got a doctor's appointment today, so I'll go see my doctor today. I haven't got to see this neurologist, been bounced around and lost to tertiary, so that's the 3rd level care. After you have accident or whatever, when something's very severe, it's that 3rd level care. They can't repair it, now it's managing, dealing with it, whatever, but there's still that diagnostic. I still need the diagnostic, so I think that's what's getting confused. The local neurologist referred me to the tertiary neurologist, very specialized in seizures and things like that, help get the diagnosis. Because without the proper diagnosis, how do you know what the treatment is the best? Right? So you get wrong diagnosis and you're treating the wrong thing, how are you going to heal that, right? It's when there's so many things going on, it's hard to tell, and especially things have similar symptoms and stuff, so it's hard to tell what is the issue causing that symptom, like a constant shaking. And it can be mistaken as anxiety, even when I'm feeling calm. You know, my breathing is even, my heart has a steady beat. There's always a constant shaking going on. And when, you know, I've been around because I want to help lots of people with addictions and different types, from the substance to behavioral addictions. This has been, since I was in grade 4, I started studying about alcoholism. It's been expanded from there. And the mental health and psychology, that's something that I've always been into. So I do have formal training and stuff. I haven't completed certificates because things happened. Big stuff went off in all areas that I had to focus within. That's the business, begin within. So I have to do that myself, right? Practice what I preach. I always thought I was just being myself and using my own mind, but I've recently discovered that no, we can all be brainwashed. We're all human beings. And I've had to do these deep dives and saying, why do I believe this? What do I believe this about myself? And, you know, discovering that I'm giving to everybody else what I've really needed for myself, and I give it away. That was my typical shame piece, right? So I knew I was different, felt different, didn't think the same as everybody else did, but not in it. It's not better or worse. It's just that I knew that there was a difference there. I felt odd. I felt, you know, I got over the embarrassing of myself, right? Especially I love that movie, Roxanne, with Steve Martin, and about the Cyrano de Bergerac, the form of that with his big nose, and especially that scene when he's making better jokes about his nose than the bully. You know, those kinds of things that I did. But your brain, right? Once we start telling ourselves that, that's why you should speak nicely about yourself, because your brain doesn't know the difference. So then when I was in school, it's an experiential program, and we were doing family sculpting. Really highlighted a lot to me. I didn't allow myself my own feelings. And then that comes out. We're human. It comes out in other ways. And you know what? Who got it? That was my children. Well, they didn't even get it. They got to witness that, right? I don't want them to think that it's their fault, so I work really hard. And in some ways, that's kind of, I help to empower my children and disempower myself. But that's not really empowering my children then, for them to think that they have power over me. It's not empowering our children to be catering to their every whim and, not giving them consequences because they might not like it. It's the point of the consequences, right? To learn. And they don't like those things. So then you don't keep doing those things. You make different choices, you get different consequences. Consequences aren't good or bad. It's just, when you do something, something happens. Right? Good or bad. We can label that as such or whatever, but I don't know. Why is that for you? Oh, it's been a while since I've been out of my tincture, what I usually put in my hot chocolate. So that's just my hot chocolate and coffee there. And my protein shakes. I put my protein shakes in there too. It's hard for eating in the mornings. But okay, we'll get to the doctor today. Hopefully I can get to that church tree. I haven't even got the results for the EEGs. I did the EEGs, right? And I'm supposed to help the specialized neurologist to help figure out what's going on in there. Because there's something that's definitely coming from, spondylosis, but there's other things. Other things too. Right? One thing at a time. It might come at me all at once, but all I can deal with is one thing at a time. And if I take care of this body, then it's easier to deal with the rest of that stuff, right? Because all that emotion and everything, the way I used to switch those and work through those, right? I used my physical body. Now I gotta work with it. Instead of using it, working with it. Right? Because I get all these twitchy things, and then makes me feel crazy, and then I look crazy, and somebody's trying to say that I am crazy. And my poor children start thinking that I'm crazy, and then my children get embarrassed by me. I can handle embarrassment myself, and it's when somebody else is embarrassed by me. And that's not always my fault. Excuse me. Tearful Tuesdays, we must be getting into the time of the month. Hey, there's lots going on. Let's honor that. Let's not write off tears and things like that. I do that lots, right? Because I'm okay. I don't want anybody to worry. Never mind, I don't want them to be embarrassed by me. I don't want my sadness to bring them down or anything like that. Then is that not an ego thing? My sadness bringing you down? And why? Is it reminding you of something in your life? Look at that. How is it reflecting to you what's happening in your life? Because everything that we're seeing, connecting to what's happening inside, reflecting something that's happening in or around us. I don't know what to do here. Tomorrow we do the Wild Within. 9 minutes, 45 seconds. And what's the time? Kill early, Phil. It is 8:19. I've got her. My doctor's appointment, 11:45. And as you know, PSW comes in for my shower time. Together, whole beings. I know it's hard. You got pain going through your body. right? Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. I like fault. Let's look for the fault. You know, are we in pain? Are we hungry, angry, lonely, or tired? PH, fault, right? No blame, no shame, but fault. We're in pain, we're hungry, angry, lonely, tired. Then we'll go into our default settings. And when we're feeling that, we need to look at fault. Your pain, your hunger, your anger, your loneliness, your tiredness. What is that? I love that. Look at that when you're feeling that extreme reaction. You say halt. Check the fault. But no one's to blame. It's not about blame or shame. Okay. Okay, let's do one path and totem. There's the totem. And what path is that totem walking with us on? Ooh. Oh, okay. Path card. I have a path card slip out now. Sacred path. But that totem is walking with us on. Nope, that's a totem. Sacred path. Sacred path card. One sacred path card. One sacred path card. One sacred path card. Okay, well, we got two. There we go. Doop-a-doop-a-doo, doop-doop. Okay, and that snake one to come out too. Honorable mention. Okay. And the turkey, the giveaway that came up yesterday, didn't it? Huh? Oh. Look how that lined it up there, too. Here's that pad on the top. The powwow, that came up yesterday, too, didn't it? Celebrating the quickening. We're transmuting those poisons, and we got new subtle skins. Okay, so we're going to put this one. The passion, the spontaneity is with our... That's the one that fell out. This one came out, and then the next bonus one, we have the stealth in the weasel. Ah! Right, it says weasel can pickpocket creators. Pocket, leaving, contemplating the divine navel. I love that. I really do love that. Okay. But our main ones, we're looking at that introspection. Doing those deep dives inside, looking at our own beliefs. Why do we believe what we believe? How has that helped us in our lives? Do we believe like, oh, we got this pain, we deserve this pain? What is that? Okay, we're going to put these guys right here. Illumination and clarity. That's what we get. Things have been hiding from us. We need to bring out what's been hiding in the dark part. I'm sitting down. Ooh, all right. That's passion and spontaneity. We're looking inside. And then we follow that introspection, doing those deep dives. And you know what? Because we can only be as honest with others as we are with ourselves. So that Truth Tuesdays, to Tell It Tuesdays, this is you. Try It Tuesdays. Traveling Tuesdays. Ooh. Traveling. You getting a call to go somewhere? Do something? Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, well, let's put these over her. So you can see them. Alright, these shield. Okay. So we're looking inside. So what is it, right? Because sometimes, yeah, there are some things that's physical. Right? Is that holding us back from that passion, that spontaneity, from feeling it? We're too sore. We don't go after that. Right? Or maybe it's not what we thought it was. I thought my gift to the world was my strength. Woo-hoo, like female Samson. Don't cut my hair. But it's not my physical strength. Because there's a lot more to us. You know, being strong isn't just about muscles, right? The biggest muscle, there's a heart as a muscle. Pumps all that blood all around. Being strong of heart, right? What is that? A soft belly, strong back? Learned that from John Pollard, one of his favorite sayings. I think that was in Buddhism. Soft belly, strong back. You know, we need a good backbone. We need a flexible backbone. We don't want to be stiff and rigid. We're meant to be flexible, to move, to groove, to dive into those passions, to look inside. It's all those things. You look at that, the body is just a tool or whatever. We're not going to take, maybe we should take care of that. We shed off those old skins, those new ways of being. We give away what we thought it was, right? And we get into that sharing and quickening, because that's coming. We're being reborn into our truest, fullest potential. We follow that through our passion. What has been calling us? What have our lives been? We're looking inside at our life as that biggest teacher, our biggest guide, our best mentor, where the best morsels of wisdom lie, or whatever that is for you, right? And we shed those old skins. We transmute those poisons to make it more beneficial for us and others. I love that. I see a 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Ourselves and our source. Huh? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what is this one? That's another 6 there too. That passion and spontaneity. We're looking inside. And spontaneity, remember, is different than impulse, because spontaneity takes that forethought. What are we doing this for? There's intention, there's purpose behind it. We know what it is, though we might not, right? That illumination and clarity, that stealth, right? Creator's with us, Spirit is with us, works through us, works through others, whether we realize it or not. You know, I think that key is getting in touch and being open to that, being more aware, instead of trying to close ourselves off and think we're doing it all on our own, because we really do nothing all on our own. Since we're babies, we need help and support. Right? Babies, we're more dependent on the other human beings to help us, bring us together as community, to share. Right? Nourishment, how we, look at what we give away as parents and stuff too. Does it need to be like a sacrifice, or it makes it sacred, right? To show this baby their life is worth it. Then I have to put these things off to the side or whatever, because I'm focused on you. I don't know, what is that? Do we focus so much on maybe our babies on the outside, we forget that one on the inside? Because this is what we're supposed to do, right? You always put the child first, because if we act as if the child is the most important person in the room, that is the one with the most... Okay, again, I don't like putting people above or below, but parents need to be able to shelter their children when that time comes to protect them. Parents do need to be above their children, right? We take them under our wings. It's protective. That's what we do. But we don't want to be overprotective, where we keep them under our wings and don't let them go out and explore. Because if we have those fears, we're going to push those fears onto those kids too. Then they're not going to go out and explore, because, well, mom freaks out every time I get a little far away, or dad, or whatever that is, right? And look at the children when they fall. You go rushing in, and that's what scares them a lot more than the fall itself. Right? Sometimes we need to fall to show ourselves that we can get back up. Right? How many times did we fall when we started learning to walk? Right? But if we don't try, right, you're not going to succeed at 100% of the things you never try. There is no try, only do. Right? Oh, I don't know. What do you believe? What do you believe? Well, there's a little quickie for the Tuesday. Well, we'll bring out the Medicine Woman Tarot cards. Give us a little more clarity and maybe a little deeper. What else is there? What else is there? Oh. Oh, my. Okay. Give us a little more, some clarity on this passion, that introspection, looking deep inside ourselves. That bounty, see that expression. 3 is the fertility. Look at that. And at 3. 30. And 0 is like creator, spirit, or whatever. Let's turn it this way. This one seems a little tighter on that side. There we go. That bounty. That expression, right? The sage is the self well expressed. When we know who we are, we're going to be acting from that place of who we are. Like we belong here. There's no need to be ashamed of yourself. No shame, no blame. Right? We all are in these human bodies. We're all subject to brainwashing, all of that. You've got a human brain. It can be manipulated. Right? The hand is quicker than the eye. Right? Watch this hand. Well, this hand's doing something else over here that you won't even know, right? That's what we need to be aware of. But we don't want to live our lives so paranoid that there's always something going on. But no, there's always something going on behind the scenes, and it's not necessarily good or bad. We label that. We look at everything as an expansion of our knowledge, right? We go through all these feelings. It's expansions of our knowledge of human emotion. If we don't allow ourselves to feel any which one or this one or that one, right? We come here to feel it all for this whole experience, right? The spirit has the journey to the human. Here to have this human experience, right? It's the spirit that journeys. The people also know us humans too. But what is that? I don't know. Who are you? And what are you expressing? Express from yourself. The sage is a self-well expressed. There's enough for everybody. The world is eternally fertile, right? The bountiful earth mother. Bounty. What is your bounty? Right? That love, that passion. What makes you feel alive, right? Go inside and have a look at that and see when you just let that lead you. Let that guide you. What happened? It leads you more towards you, doesn't it? Deep inside. Deep inside. Okay, these little bonus ones that came out. With stealth. That stealth. With the Creator, we're illuminating that path. See, that each shield. Spirit flies closest to the Creator, helping to illuminate that path. And then, of course, we've got Weasel, who walks the earth, right? Because, we have that sky medicine. It's that earth and sky right there. Earth and sky right there. 2 come out with that one. And we have our tops and bottoms over here, the friendships. All right, do we give in? We need to be a friend to have a friend. What's that for you? You need to be a friend to have a friend. That's our acceptance. Acceptance that, hey, we're not all going to call it the same thing, but hey, we're all walking this earth. All of our ancestors walked this earth. We all come. We all have common ground. We're all on this earth. And accepting that. Accepting that. That the differences, that's our beauty. That the beauty lies in our differences. If we were all the same, what would we learn? There'd be no expansion of knowledge because we all know the same stuff. So how can we expand our knowledge when, everything that you know is everything that I know? That's why we all have different cultures. There's different things. We grew up in different areas, right? We all started off, but because of the geography of where we're living, then the bodies take on changes. Like people living up in the Alpines, because the sun is glaring this way and off the snow, it's that squinty eye. So you see when you keep going like this, right? Do you remember that old saying, you keep holding your face like that, it'll stick that way. You keep making that face, it's going to stay like that. Well, hey, maybe that's what happened over hundreds of years or whatever, being up in the snow and like this, and then it became those changes into our DNA, evolution, whatever you want to call it, evolution. Or evolution, right? Hey, maybe we got into that. I don't know, what is that for you? But that acceptance. So we reach that ascension. The grandfathers who have walked before us, right? They're guiding us. They're pointing the way, but it's our choice to walk that path. It's our choice. We have free will. creators there, whatever you call it, they're all there to show us the path to peace. We get to choose whether we're walking down that or not. What is that for you? Right? Knowing that they're always there with us, walking and accepting. Accepting spirit, accepting that not everybody's going to say it the same way. We all have different languages. So we're not going to say it the same way, but we are talking about the same thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right? We give away, we grateful, we start sharing all the best. We need to share all the best with all the rest. Right? Nobody is more deserving. Anybody else? No. And who gets to decide that anyway? What makes us think we get to decide that? Well, hey, maybe those, whatever that is for you. I don't know. What are we sharing? Are you sharing your knowledge? Or are you keeping it all hidden, making somebody come to you? Because, well, if they knew that, they could do that for themselves. And then they wouldn't come to you no more, and then you'd lose your money. Oh, what? Here we go. We're sowing those new seeds. If we don't let go, we don't ever plant those seeds, they're never going to grow. Right? If that seed ever busts out of that hole, it's never going to grow. So, become friends with yourself. Balance your male and female energies. Let's stop right now the basic, fundamental war of the sexes. How about if we stop there? Stop fighting amongst our genders and all that, and accept. Accept. I choose for me who I want to be. Right? I've connected with my Creator. And I don't believe in a weaker sex. Or a weaker gender. Or whatever that is. Because we're all strong. We all have our strengths. We all have weaknesses. Right? And it's not up to somebody to decide what those are. Not up to somebody else to decide for our lives. Let's connect with Creator and see what has our lives shown us. This will give us an indication to our purpose. Because we're trying to find our purpose. Because we're all just wandering around aimlessly. And then we keep looking on the outside for that instead of going to the inside. Right? And if we keep looking to the outside, we're leaving ourselves risk open to being taken advantage of. Whatever that is. And for you. Okay, you beautiful beings. How's about that? We're transmuting those poisons, taking care of those little skins. Do we want to callus that up again or stay soft? Stay soft and supple. Right? Soft belly, strong back, right? We got to have backbone. Absolutely, for sure. Look at those major arcana spirits with us through it all. Through it all. Spirit is there. Those are the major arcanas. So express yourself. Express yourself. You got to express yourself. Hey, 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 hey. So if you want it right now, make it show you how. Express what you got. Baby, ready or not. Madonna, express yourself. I think I altered the words a little bit there. Whatever, right? This is not making him express himself. You need to express yourself. Right? And then maybe... Right? How is anybody going to fall in love with the true you if you don't show the true you? We can only be as honest with others as we are with ourselves. Right? Others can only know us as much as we show ourselves. Because they'll only know what we show. Some of us can see deeper, but still, again, it's up to that personal choice in there. And sometimes some of us get caught up in seeing that potential in the people. We can see through, we can see that beauty in them all. Because, hey, maybe we've practiced that and we see the beauty in all. We see God in all. Maybe. Then we need to be careful, too, then. To watch what are they choosing to show. And although we can still see them in the highest light, sometimes we need to see them in the highest light over there. Because the effect is toxic on us, which would be toxic on them, too. Okay? So... toxic relationships just keep hurting each other. That doesn't mean you can never have contact again, whatever, but it's not discerning. Discerning. If you continually feel drained. Right? And does that really help somebody to keep giving when they're not doing anything for themselves? And they're draining you, and then maybe there's somebody you're draining too. So let's look at that. Be responsible within and not look for outside satisfaction. Because it'll come. When we're satisfied with the in, we'll be satisfied with the out. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Try it for yourselves, men, women, whatever you are. Human being. all beautiful human beings that belong here. Biggest heart hugs. Oh, yes, it's true. How do you know it? Because you're here. Thank you for being here. Please stay. Biggest heart hugs ever. Yes, and thank you for being you, shining your light through in everything that you do, because you know what, this world needs you right now more than ever to be you, fully, holy, and true, or this world misses out on that gift that is you. And yes, you are a gift. You are a blessing to this world. Every single one of us. No exceptions. Love you. Have a wonderful, blessed day and week. Thank you.